Our favorite moral defective has been ever so busy these days. Every day we wake up to new and more disturbing and bizarre happenings inside the Capitol Beltway. Longtime GOP operatives and elected representatives and senators appear to be making preparations to go their own way, padding their own pocketbooks while leaving the Manchurian cantaloupe to twist slowly in the wind. Democrats, being Democrats, have been busy squabbling among themselves, trying hard not to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. In the meantime, the gang of thieves, incompetents, religious maniacs, and other grifters that Dolt 45 laughingly calls a cabinet are still trying to destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. The clown-in-chief has said he's been prescribed the controversial drug hydroxychloroquine and has been taking it regularly, even though there's been no substantive evidence of its efficacy that I know of, and accelerating acquisition of evidence that it damages heart functions and many other things. Believe me, this stuff just writes itself. He doesn't believe anything other than what he's told by insiders. He doesn't read. He is reputed to be addicted to speed, crushing and snorting Adderall, and going off message at any opportunity, spouting his racist, classist, white supremacist twaddle that his paid sycophants have to walk back the next day. He is blessed, or cursed, depending on your point of view, with a microscopically thin skin, attacking foot, horse, and marines at any perceived threat or disrespect. In his miserable excuse for mind, he is always right because he is. No questioning or disagreement is allowed to stand. He has developed an imaginary list of grievances against the Postal Service because Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon and, incidentally, the Washington Post, one of his biggest critics, has been using the post office as a secondary delivery service for Amazon packages. The malignant Mango has whined that the USPS must raise its rates fourfold to make sure Bezos and Amazon do not take profit from the government, not when he can pocket it himself. And it's to the point of trying to defund the entire postal service. Increasing postal rates is, somewhat fortunately, in the hands of the Independent Postal Rate Commission, not Diaper Don. But he has just installed a noted GOP fundraiser as the new Postmaster General. And he doesn't seem to realize that Amazon has its own delivery staff. The money issues the post office is experiencing are due to a law passed in 2006 under George W. Bush's administration that the USPS must pre-fund its pension liabilities for 75 years. No other agency or company has this requirement it must fulfill. Mango Man has also threatened to cut off all money to the state of Michigan because a recent court decision is allowing the Michigan Secretary of State, who handles election results, to mail out absentee ballot applications to all Michiganders who are eligible to vote. These ballots, once issued, may be returned at drop boxes at all county offices or mailed at any post office. The malevolent spray tan claims that this way of dealing with ballots is a setup for Democratic-led voter fraud, depriving the Republican Party of the opportunity to cheat the voters, steal the election, and keep Dolt 45 and his satraps in power. Now, Texas and Oregon already allow mail-in voting for all ballots in all races, and absentee ballots are used in every state with different levels of usage. In fact, Don Coveffe himself has voted absentee in most of the past election cycles when he was a resident of New York State, and currently in Florida, his new official state of residence. I really hate dealing with politics. The current American version is rife with corruption, backstabbing, double-dealing, and odious deeds both covert and apparent. But as long as it's the only game in town, you have to deal with it. To quote the eminent philosophical mind William Claude Dukenfield, late of Philadelphia, "There comes a time in the affairs of man when one must take the bull by the tail and face the situation." This has been Politic Al, and I'm still Al Bouchard. Vote blue no matter who.